Hello, friends. Oh my gosh, I'm back. How are you? Holy smokes. I've been gone for weeks from Wednesday Whispers because I was so sick. I really remember I was coughing like weeks ago. It turned out I had pneumonia, and oh my gosh, it was just like the worst thing ever. It was just so brutal. Yeah, I hope you're all doing so well. Welcome to Wednesday Whispers. I try to show up every Wednesday to bring messages from the other side and to really bring opportunity for you to think about your spirit, to think about what you're doing here on this planet Earth, and also to bring evidence that there's life after life, that our loved ones are always with us, and that this is not the end, that this is really just a stopping place for us to learn a whole bunch of stuff. So please say hello when you get here. I always love seeing you guys. Hey, Juliana, great to have you. The universe definitely was slowing me down. I think like a couple weeks, my internet would just was down for 2 days. And I feel like my team was just like, yeah, you're going to get really sick here. You need to rest. So I did. I had pneumonia, but I'm so much better. My voice is still wonky. I'm still kind of coughing, but I'm so here. Always Wednesday Whispers. I do an intuitive mug. What am I drinking tonight? What is in my mug? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it fruity? Is it bitter? What am I drinking here tonight? Hi, Wendy. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Juliana. Hey, Linnell. Hey, Anna. Great to have you here. I wanted to see my Instagram world. Thanks, Lex. Hello, Emily. Hey, Jody. Great to see you. El Chant, hey, thanks so much for the good wishes over my health. Gosh, I feel like even like there's just a cough going around. They say that's like 6 to 8 weeks long. So it's like, hopefully nobody else is getting that. Hey, Joanne, we are just together in our Meet Your Spirit Guides workshop. Wednesday nights is my wolf pack. If you are wanting to like join my free Facebook group, I host like master classes and workshops throughout the year. Next week, I'm doing a workshop on how to read oracle cards. So if you are always like wondering, like, I always wanted to buy these, but I don't know what to do with them. I got a great workshop next week, $22 next Wednesday night. But yeah, come join my Facebook group. It's a great way for us to kind of stay in touch as well. So who else is here? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Leanne. 2 Leannes. There's 2 Leannes there in a row. Apple cinnamon. You're feeling some apple cinnamon here tonight. What am I drinking? We all have the ability to connect to our psychic senses. I want you to blend your energy with mine and to guess what I'm drinking tonight. Is it hot? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it cold? What am I drinking tonight? Hey, Christina, my VA is here. She's a superstar. She totally saved me when I was sick and helped me reschedule everybody. Hey, Arlene, aren't you guys sick of me yet? Arlene and Joanne? We just listened to Michelle for an hour and a half. Now we have to go listen to her again. I always feel like once my energy's up, I just got to keep going. So tonight I'm going to do some card readings. So if you feel like you like an inspirational card here for tonight, I'd love to pull a card for you. Oh, awesome, Joanne. I love that you love the workshop, How to Meet Your Spirit Guides tonight. That's awesome. Hey, Megan. Hey, Emily. Hey, Caitlin on Instagram. Hey, Anton, are you there? Hey, Rebecca. So tonight, if you feel like you like an inspirational card, I'd love to just tune into the energy of you and just see if I can bring through something. What I love about these nights is that usually the messages that they're bringing through for everybody, for one person, is usually there's something for us all to take within it. So I love that. So Juliana, I see you're the first to say, I would love a card. Juliana Mello, and I know you're a healer yourself. So let me see. I want to see what comes up for you. Okay, a card already kind of flew out. I just want to make sure that's it. I want to see if there's just a secondary card that comes with that, Juliana. So Juliana Mello, a card for Juliana Mello. Yeah, interesting. 2 cards come up for you, Juliana. Vulnerability and freedom. Like, it kind of feels like, for me, it feels like there's like boundaries or something that are being crossed, like that have to be cleaned up with you. This feels like about relationships and things like that. Like, it's almost like when you really share what you want to say instead of, I know women, we can be like passive aggressive or manipulative in relationships when we want to kind of get things, but they're saying like, we want you to just really share like the true feelings, the true emotions here. And when you are that vulnerable with your partner or this kind of of energy that I'm feeling. They're saying that freedom lies within that, with them really understanding where you're coming from, really understanding how their actions have been affecting you, and just being really clear about the boundaries you're setting right now, Juliana. I know you're a healer, and I'm assuming you're an expert in these kind of things, but sometimes we just need another little a little budge, and then a card comes up for you. Cut the cords card comes up for you, Juliana. And for me, that is it's the same thing. It's about like releasing kind of like old patterns that aren't serving you, like any kind of old habits, old ways of communicating. Makes me feel like all those kind of have to be cut. It feels like they're saying something about May. There's a really powerful energy in May. So I just kind of feel like there's a lot of expansion coming up, and they just don't want anything old holding you back, including how you're being treated and how you're sharing your heart. So I hope that makes sense to you, Juliana. That makes sense to you. You said so true. Hey, yeah. I mean, some of us that are healers, it's like we're the easiest to kind of be taken advantage of, So if you'd like a card, please say you love a card. I see Emily Shadat Medium here on Instagram would like a card. Emily Shadat Medium. Emily. They're kind of making me feel like you've got to slow down. There's something about like a slow down in order for expansion to happen. Because I don't know if you kind of feel like your energy is building. There's this huge thing happening, but they're saying like, we can't bring you there unless you're resting. It's almost like they're showing me a little bit of a parallel with myself, is that less is more when you're building something. It kind of makes you feel like you're in this energy of like building an empire, and they're saying, well, you can't do it from a depleted state. I also just feel too like you're working through, like, even if it's like money blocks or things about like your business, they're saying it comes from the inner child, some inner child healing and stuff that has to happen. So they're even just showing me like, working on like astrologically. I don't know if you tune into astrological things, but like kind of working on your money blocks from like your sun sign. And I don't know what that is. Maybe you know what they're talking about, but it makes me feel as though they're saying something like, we need you to look at your energy blocks and what could be kind of pausing things and delaying things. So it does feel like a time of rest and reflection for you, Emily. I hope that makes sense for you. Also like a card. Donna Eleanor Cameron. Donna Eleanor Cameron. I love this dog with a stick in his mouth. Okay, Donna. Donna Eleanor Cameron. The compassion card comes up for you, Donna. And, this doesn't feel like it's for like other people. It feels like it's like for you. So I don't know if you've been really hard on yourself lately. It almost makes you feel too like if you've been thinking of like trying new hobbies or trying something new outside of your comfort zone, there's been like a delay on it. And they're saying, like, would you please be gentle on yourself? Like you can't kind of move forward unless you're like loving yourself. And I honestly feel like that's what we're all supposed to be doing here, is trying to figure out how to feel we're worthy enough to love ourselves, to be present with ourselves. It feels like they're wanting to teach you something about that right now, Donna. So I hope that makes sense to you. It just makes me feel like really be careful, be mindful of your thoughts, not being too hard on yourself. So I hope that makes sense for you, Donna. So Emily, hopefully that made sense for you. Hi, Christina Ellis. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Mary. Corey. Corey Harris Poole. Hi, Corey. Corey Harris Poole. Do you love dancing, Corey? Do you have dancing memories with somebody who's passed, or just these like memories of you dancing? Whoa, the vulnerability and freedom card comes up again. I am shuffling these over here. So obviously, you guys, this is for all of us then if this card keeps popping up. Vulnerability and freedom card comes up for you too, Corey. For me, but this vulnerability feels a little bit different. It kind of feels like a softening. I feel quite a masculine energy with you, Corey. I feel like you're like a doer, like you've got plans. You always want to make sure you're ticking off all the things in the right places and that this happened at this time and planning all this. And they just make me feel they're asking for like a softening to come in. What if you didn't have to do it all? What if you didn't have to do that much? What if you don't have to always kind of be, going beyond like your limitations and things like that. The vulnerability piece about me, for me, feels like about being still and doing less and having to be more with yourself. And freedom comes with that, Corey. So I hope that makes sense for you. That's no fun. I like controlling things. More of the feminine energy wants to come in for you, Corey, if that makes sense. Lots of new projects there for you, Donna. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel that. So it just makes you feel like they don't want you to limit yourself, to get in your own way of stopping any of that beautiful energy. Let's just see in my Instagram world here. You're trying to sit with it. Thanks, Michelle. Definitely the expansion side, says Emily. Yeah, absolutely. Inner child healing. I mean, it's always there, isn't it? For all of us. Lydia McGraw. Lydia McGraw would like a card. Do you have some travel plans this spring, Lydia? They just show me like a lot. You love travel. Friendship and union, Lydia. Actually, for me, this makes me feel as though they're talking a little bit about how, in the last 3 years, I mean, I guess since COVID, a lot of us, our relationships have changed. But they say for you in particular, like the last 3 years, there's been a huge upheaval in friendships and things like that. Like there's been some people you've had to really release and to let go of. So they just want you to make me feel they want you to know like your tribe's on the way. It makes you feel like you've already met 1 or 2 people that are kind of trickling in, but there's kind of more to come. And I'm hoping you love traveling, because I kind of really feel that about your energy and even some of these new people, Lydia. So they're just like, don't worry, like you've got a new tribe coming in, all those that had to leave. So you said yes. Yeah. This whole contract was done with them. We had to take them out. So we had to make way for the new ones to kind of come in, so I hope that makes sense for you, Lydia. So if you're feeling like, gosh, I'm having trouble making friends, or I'm kind of feeling lonely, they're like, good, this is the way it's supposed to be. Let's just see here. Who else would like a card here for tonight? Hey, Gallery Girl. Hey, Holly Music. Hey, Raven Blue 555 on Instagram. Anybody else like a card here? And so, Lydia, that all makes sense for you? Okay, amazing. Love that. Oh, I just clicked on April for some reason. So April Dupuis. April, it just feels like there's so much anxiety here. I don't know if you're like going through an anxious time, April. It makes me feel as though like they're giving me like a symbol of like you like, chewing on your nails and that kind of thing, and just feeling so worried. And like, I love that, that saying that anxiety is living in the future and depression is living in the past. And what we all have trouble doing is just being in the present. So April, they just make me feel like you're constantly wanting to live in the future here. And also like, there's this unsettled feeling, like going on right now, because the Mother, Father, God card comes up for you. And this card is really about like just remembering where you're coming from, so April, I kind of feel like you've been probably going through a spiritual awakening. And sometimes when we are feeling our foundation has been taken out from underneath of us, we don't know who we are. We don't know what we're doing. It's usually because we've forgotten this piece of surrendering to something greater than ourselves. And I feel like this message here today is just like, we see you, and you do belong, you are very much loved. And so I just feel like you're in this discovery mode, April, about your spirituality and about who you pray to, why you pray to them, whether it's your ancestors, if you want to call it Great Spirit or God or whatever it's going to be for you. But there's just lots of spiritual awakenings, if that makes sense, April. I hope that makes sense for you. And I feel like they just want you to know, like, we see you walking through it, and we want you to know that that we love you. Who else would like a card here tonight? Hey, Kristen, good to see you. I'm always like following your stories and stuff like that. Great to see you on here. So Kristen Wunsch. Your energy just feels like a little bit low to me, Kristen. Like they're just making me feel like, I just feel like your energy is like a little bit low. Like, I don't know if your immune system's also a little bit low, Kristen, because I just feel like you're not sleeping well or something. And they're also saying you're really dehydrated. So I don't know if you've been thinking of drinking some electrolytes and things like that, but they're making me feel like your energetic body. It's like, I don't know if you just had a huge burst of creativity and like, spiritual connection, because now it's like the body has to recover from it. And I don't know what your human design is, if you're a manifestor or not, but it almost made me feel like you took the inspiration and led with it, but now the body has to recover. So they just say you're in like a recovery mode right now, Kristen, if that makes sense. So a message here for Kristen, the healing card for Kristen. Yeah, take a step back, Kristen. Hopefully that makes sense for you. You know what I mean? It made me feel like you followed the call, you got some inspiration, you pushed it, but then it's like you pushed it too far, and then it's like now you need to nap for a few days. So I hope that makes sense. And electrolytes, your body feels very, very dry. And so April, that made sense for you too. Definitely resonates. Been talking to Spirit a lot this week. Awesome. Yeah, it's almost like sometimes even just like connecting with your guides or understanding like how you're going to talk to God. You know what I mean? When we're not in like a religious format, it's an abstract thing to figure out, like, what's my sacred plan? What's my routine? How am I connecting to my people, to something greater than myself? So I just feel like you're really seeking that right now, April. So I just see Rebecca Deja on Instagram would like a card. Rebecca Deja. And I always just wish I could figure out the technology in order to like everybody to see everybody, but that platform doesn't exist yet. There's lots of red tape. So who did I say that would be for? Rebecca Deja. Rebecca Deja. The compassion card comes up for you too. Beautiful cards here that come up for you. Oh my God, I forgot your name, Rebecca. I do feel like you're in a very abundant time, because they're saying there's a lot of joy and contentment right now. And also the raise your vibration card, so this is a very powerful time for manifesting for you. So what you think about, you bring about, so like really living in gratitude is the highest vibration that we can live in, so if you're kind of like doubting or sticking to old patterns, or there's negative talk or something, they just make me feel like this is a time you got to be really conscious of that, because they want you to move through that. So I hope that makes sense for you. It feels like there's like a lot of abundance to come your way. Hopefully that makes sense for you. And Penny would love a card. Kristen, you're so thirsty. I knew it. I feel like your electrolytes are like peach or pink or something they're showing me. I feel like it's in like a little packet or something like that. So if that shows up on your Instagram this week, it's like you got to buy it. Anna Penny would like a card. Anna Penny. And I'm just feeling so much stiffness in your joints, like in your hips and your right knee there. Like I don't know if you've been taking magnesium, but they're just making me feel like they want your joints really juicy. They just say, Anna, you're in a time of transformation. I hope that makes sense for you. What a beautiful card to get. It's interesting that it's kind of coming right after we just were talking about raising your vibration. When we think of everything has energy, our thoughts have energy, the food that we eat has energy, the clothes that we wear has energy, and then the higher vibration of what we choose to live in, the more abundance can kind of come for us. So Anna, they're just saying that, they do say that you're coming out of a time of difficulty, and they're just actually wanting to tell you that the storm clouds have passed. It's kind of my symbol of saying that they're saying, like, we know things have been hard the last 2 years, but we just want you to know that nothing else bad is coming. So we need you to start focusing on what's to come here, and it does feel like they're showing me like physio exercises, like with your right side. They're showing me like kind of like bicycle movements and things like that to make sure your limbs are all feeling really beautiful in this stage of your life. So I hope that makes sense for you, Anna. Beautiful time for transformation here. I just read something about bubble water, that it has like chemicals in it now. And I love sparkling water. I'm like, we can't eat or drink anything anymore. Who else would like a card here? So Rebecca, I hope that made sense for you. Yeah, a lot of Rebeccas. Hey, Roha, you love a reading with me. You signed up. Oh, awesome. I did have to start a waiting list, friends. I was just booking into February, and I was getting so overwhelmed by like trying to fit everybody in. So I'm going to really honor my energy. If I have like so much energy one day and I can do like 6 readings a day, I'm just going to like get everybody in there. So I'm trying a new way of managing my energy. So don't worry. It's not like my waiting list is like hundreds of people or anything, but it's just a new way for me to honor my energy. So Tanis Fleming would like a card here. Tanis Fleming would like a card. Ask and receive is the card that comes up for you tonight, Tanis. Remember, I was just talking to somebody else about like that Mother, Father, God card, like what you call your spirit team, what you want to call the spirit world, how you want to tune in. They're saying, there's almost like a cardinal rule with our light team that they can't interfere with us. They can't interact with us until we ask them. Like when we're going through the grind and we're going through troubles, like, can't they tell like things are suck and things are challenging for me right now? They're just like, yeah, we're here anytime, just waiting for you to let us know what you need. So this asking you'll receive card is super important, Tanis, because they're saying what you're frustrated with right now is like, you have to ask us to help you and then we can kind of show you the way, and how spirit communicates to you. They're just showing me a lot of journaling, which is like clairaudience for me. Clairaudience is like one of the ways that we can hear spirit. And sometimes when we are journaling, if you're just journaling, like, what do I need to know today? Or how can I overcome this situation? That a thought will come through that isn't your own. If you ever have been like in a situation where you're like in the car, you're like, God, that idea is amazing. Where did that come from? It's usually our spirit team. It's our guides trying to direct our path. So one of the best ways to channel that is through automatic writing and journaling, Tanis. So I really kind of feel that for you too. So I hope that makes sense. Anna said, yes, thank you. I'm hurting. That's great news. I've been really stressed out for a long time, Anna. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's almost like they just wanted to reassure you, like the clouds have passed. Let's all just send Leanne some love, friends. So she's having a tumor removed tomorrow. So can we all just send her some hearts, energetically sending her some love and some healing energy to you, Leanne. I'm so sorry about that. That's going to be a stressful time. I can't even imagine. So Tanis, you said that you have been practicing and learning. Beautiful, beautiful, Tanis. So sending Leanne, I can't see the hearts. I'm hoping you guys are sending her hearts. Leanne Buble. Signs and reminders, Leanne. So, when we are about to go through something really difficult, our loved ones all come very, very close to support you. So I'd really pay attention to your dreams, throughout like the next few hours here leading up to your surgery and things like that. And even after, like to kind of like, are you receiving butterflies? Did somebody gift you something? Did your nurse say something? Did you hear a song that made you think of somebody? They're just saying we're drawing really close to you right now. So we need you to pay attention so you can kind of feel our presence with you. So we're noticing the signs and reminders for you, Leanne, that you're not alone as you go through this. And the spirit world has really shown me that they absolutely do gather and join for us for large things like weddings, surgeries, big pivotal moments for us. So sending you a lot of love here tonight, Leanne, and wishing you all the best for tomorrow. Let's see who else is on Instagram here. HRBB234. HRBB234 here on Instagram. We'll be grateful for a card reading. HRBB234. Yeah. Talking about like loneliness and having to like create community, HRBB, like they're making me feel as though, I don't know if you've been having like a chapter of loneliness as well. That's kind of the theme tonight already, isn't it? It's weird, like the same cards are kind of coming up. There's like obviously like universal messages happening here tonight. HRBB. I have to shuffle all these cards. It's like every card I just pulled just came out. So we're all supposed to be hearing these messages tonight, my friends, including me. Taking a step back, listening for signs, raising our vibration. HRBB, so just HRBB. She'll be a card for her. Yeah, sacred plan. Like it almost made me feel as though like your team is the mother, father, God card also came up for you, which makes me feel as though like they're waiting for you to engage with them. And a sacred plan card comes up for you. So that's like, what is my routine in order for me to connect with my team? Is it making sure that I wake up before my kids or before I check my phone? Is it connecting with bird energy? Is it drinking a certain type of tea that's going to make me feel grounded? Is it a ritual? Is it pulling myself like a card? But what is the plan that I'm going to have in order to feel connected to something bigger than myself? Because I do feel like you've been isolated for some reason or something like that. I hope that makes sense, HRBB. And that they're just like, we want you to feel really, really connected to us. Sometimes our team makes us feel lonely and takes away people from our life. So that really all we're focusing on is that, so they're asking you to create some type of ritual, some type of plan, whether it's like, I'm going to light my candle and I'm going to think of my mom before I, make my coffee this morning. I'm going to make sure that before I drink this water, I'm almost like saying a prayer over it to raise the vibration of it. So whatever makes you feel connected to your spirit, they're asking you to make this a part of like your daily ritual. So I hope that makes sense, HRBB. A sacred plan is needed in order for you to kind of get some of your oomph back, if that makes sense. Beautiful. Okay, friends, like Wednesday Whispers might be a little bit shorter tonight. I mean, I always say that, but I just want to make sure that I'm going to take some time here now to connect to a spirit. So this is my favorite part of the night where we just get to think of our loved ones. If there's somebody that you have been thinking of recently. It was my parents' wedding anniversary yesterday. So I really missed my mom. I made her carrot cake. Anybody that you've been missing that you just kind of want to mention here tonight or take a moment to honor, I'd love for you to post their name in the chat. Who are you thinking of tonight? Who would you love to hear from? Who would you like to draw closer to you in this moment? And how it works here on these Wednesday Whispers is I bring through spirit, and it might resonate with a couple people, but usually there'll be a couple more facts that'll resonate with one person in specifically. But we have something called piggybacking that happens, where I might be talking to somebody and feel like I've made a connection with them, but you're also going to kind of feel there's like a little Me Too messages like, that sounds a lot like this person for me too. I wonder if that message is for me, that your loved ones are also trying to communicate in order to connect with you as well. So just saying your loved ones' names here. Russell, Phil, your dad, Philippe, Lynn, Charlene, Papa, Carrie, your mom, Annie, Bob Harris. Your dad passed away 2 months ago, says Corey. Constance, Mary, Bill, Faye, Mom Kathy, your dad Ed, your grandma Lee, your brother Ryan. Tara says the boys. Opa, Rudy, Oma, Victoria, Molly, Judy, Nana Joy, Papa, Phil, Liz, your dad Bob, and your dog Kuma, Amy, Dwayne, Grandma Betty, Butchman, your dog, Val, your godmother, Opa and Opa or Jason. Yeah. Beautiful. So we're just going to kind of hold them in our hearts. I know that, for me being a medium, that there's nothing special or unique about me, that we all have the ability to connect to the other side. That really, we all have this intuition that's been born into us to be able to do this as well. So even as I'm bringing through messages tonight, I want you to open your heart to see if you can receive messages on your own as well. So I'm just going to welcome the spirit to step forward. Just one, please. Just show me how to love and heal them tonight and assist them in their journey. Show me where you are and what you've seen of their life and how you're communicating with them. So thank you for bringing us together. Okay. Just gotta get my little pen and paper to doodle. I've always got to doodle. Let me just see here who that is. I feel like there's a dog here. Okay. There's a dog here, and they felt so curious in their time here. Um, they wanted to learn so much while they were here, and this dog really came into your life as a healer. This dog kind of looks like it has like a schnauzer face to me or something like that. And it tells me that something was going on with its teeth, like it had a tooth infection or something like that. Something was going on with their gums, and it's almost like a tooth infection went into the blood. It feels like it's like a gray dog, really sweet face. And then like it almost like this infection kind of went into the belly area. Like I'm feeling quite nauseous. Like then I feel like they weren't able to eat. And then they just say like their body became more and more weak and that you had to carry them. And it just wants to thank you. And it just says like, what an honor to serve you in this life, and just really kind of came in as a healer for you. I do feel like you did something special with their paw print. I just kind of keep seeing like a paw print on a piece of paper or something like that you did. And it really does kind of feel like your son or a child. Like dogs can kind of come in lots of different ways, but this one really feels like it was like a child to you. So Donna, this sounds like your schnauzer. Yes, it was gray, Donna. So Donna, a schnauzer that was gray. Oh, was it that dog? Is that the dog I'm talking about? That's weird. Didn't I pull a card for you earlier? It was a male. He was 14 years and very special. Okay, a male dog. Was something going on with his teeth, Donna? Yeah, what was going on with his teeth? Like his gums or something. His gums are so sensitive. It feels like I got an infection or something, he's saying. Let me just check on Instagram. Oh, he had about 12 teeth removed? Oh, yeah. And do you know if one of them got infected there close to his passing? Because he just makes me feel as though, that's so weird that I pulled the card for you earlier and then he's here. I love that. He was making me feel like then it traveled into his bloodstream and then it traveled into his belly, and then it just feels like his kidneys couldn't hold him or something. He's saying like my kidneys couldn't clean it. My kidneys couldn't clean the infection fast enough. Okay, he did have an infection, but not close to passing. So Donna, I mean, like what he's telling me is that this infection kind of traveled, it kind of like it rooted itself somewhere else in the body at some point. Oh, there's a scammer, everybody. Just please know that I'll never message you. I will never ask you for money. Does that make sense, Donna? Yeah. You didn't know why, you could have not sure why he passed. Yeah. He makes me feel like he got an infection that kind of traveled in through the blood. It's almost like he's telling all of us, like, you got to make sure you're flossing, like keep your gums clean. Did you do something special with his paw print, Donna? I kind of wish we had done something special with our dog print. Yeah, what did you do with his paw print? Jennifer, you're also kind of feeling a piggyback here. Your boy had his canines fall out as he got older, and you did carry him to bed every night. I always said he was my first child. Oh, Jennifer. Yeah, so you're feeling this energy too. Racine's also resonating with this. Everything other than the dog type sounds like your Kuma bear passed from cancer in his mouth. Wow, interesting. Donna, it was too upsetting for us. Yeah, because Donna, it really feels like he's like one of your children. And I just really kind of feel like such a beautiful healing energy here. So even for those of you that are also resonating with this dog, know that your dog's also trying to come through with this information as well. The chances that we'd have like 3 dogs with teeth infections and this kind of thing, there's no coincidence. So I just want to thank him. Yeah, he says, thank you. Thank you for letting me serve you. And he loved cold things. He loved like ice. I don't know if you were giving him ice or something at the end. Thank you. He was a healer, right? Yeah, like dogs can be lots of different things. Oh, Anna, you're also resonating with this. Sounds like you're Chevy. You're Chevy. Chevy? He had to have all his teeth pulled. He died of a stomach tumor. I had his paw print done on clay. Donna, your husband was very attached to him as he served with the police force. So Anna, that really resonates with me. And there's somebody on Instagram as well. Racine, you took your Kuma Bear's paw print and have a tattoo on your right ankle so he can walk with you every day. Kuma loved ice, was his favorite. He was your rock, your baby boy. So, oh my gosh, there's like such an amazing dog energy here. There's so many synchronicities. Beautiful. I definitely have seen like that paw print is something very important. So all the dogs are trying to come through here. Yeah, Anna, that makes them, I feel like I really feel that with you, Anna. Beautiful. So I just want to thank this Kuma Chevy dog. He loves the way you did with the paw print. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so thank you to this dog here. Dogs, seems like there's like a couple dogs that came in with the same information. Let's just see. So another spirit, please. You can just one at a time. There's a woman here, and feels like she was like really about tough love. I feel as though she did live quite later on into her life, and she really had like quite poor posture there near the end. I feel like she's quite petite, but she does make me feel like she has this kind of hunchback. And she's saying something that bothered her, that her hair was thinning. I do feel like she's almost wearing her hair in like a low bun, and she's kind of like spreading it out so that like her hair doesn't look like it's thinning. Like I feel like she's very self-conscious about her hair. Because I do feel like she's quite a perfectionist. Everything had to be in the right place, like her nylons, and she shows me like her knee highs. They're knee highs that she keeps adjusting. And she does have card memories with you and things like that. I kind of feel like there may have been like a cabin or a cottage that was important to your family. But, her message is really, she was hard here. She really struggled here to find happiness. I feel like she's quite miserable. It's really hard to please her, she said. She even kind of comes in a little bit like she's got a chip on her shoulder, is how she kind of comes across in this life when she was here. And I don't know if you just are going through a chapter where you've been feeling bitterness or something like that, because she's just like, her main message is like, I don't want you to end up like me. I don't want you to be so hard on yourself and others that you like can't receive love. Because I feel like you loved her, but it was like so hard to love her, and you never really knew if she was able to accept it or not. She does tell me that you have like a necklace of hers. And she's also been bringing blue jays to you. So you may have had some encounters with blue jays. Does this sound like anybody? And I love that. He was definitely your baby for 16 and a half years, and he died in your arms. Oh, yeah, that dog was like somebody was carrying him. Does this sound like somebody's loved one? It could be like your mom or your grandma. So just to kind of recap her energy, petite, dark hair, pulled back in a bun, very like a perfectionist. Her buttons have to be perfect. Her knee highs have to be ironed and folded up properly. She had like a real chip on her shoulder. So Alicia, you had a bitter grandmother. Heather, you had a blue jay encounter recently, and that almost sounds like your great grandmother. Mm-hmm. Oh, she used to make those pickles, like the not dill pickles, but like the yum yum pickles, like what are those called? They're cut differently. Do you know what I mean? The sweet and sour pickles. She has a recipe. She used to make those. And I feel like you have a necklace of hers. So Natasha on Instagram, you're saying yes, maybe your aunt. You've had blue jays at your acreage. Oh, bread and butter pickles. Yeah, thanks, Erica. Natasha, do you remember your aunt being like that? Fridge pickles, sweet pickles, bread and butter pickles. Yeah. So, Alicia, you're saying your grandma used to put them out? So, Alicia, this sounds like my bitter grandma. My grandma used to put them out. Do you know what I mean about this bitterness with her? Do you have, they used to talk about how angry she was? Lots of people with angry grandmas here tonight. Do you remember if she used to make those pickles, Alicia? Every special occasion? Okay. Yeah. Do you know what? She was so mean, right? I know. Like, I just feel like she just is like, she came in with like such a chip on her shoulder. And okay, great. This is probably for you, Alicia. What was her name? What was her name, Alicia? Yes. She was a very bitter lady, angry. It was almost resentful. I feel that too. Even like she hates the way she aged. She hates that like her hair's thinning. She hates that her posture isn't straight. She's like irritated by everything. So the little things there, so you can resonate with those like bread and butter pickles. Have you had some encounters with blue jays? Blue jays kind of suit her. Like they show me a blue jay's face, and then her face looks kind of like this beak or this like angry. I've never thought of blue jays being an angry bird, but with her, they feel that way. And so I don't know if you just kind of been, Alicia, like through some tricky things where you're kind of getting bitter and resentful about some things, because she's like, please don't take my lead on that. It's like, it's in your genes, it's in your DNA. She's like, so please don't take my lead. She's like, please be softer around this situation. Do you know what I mean? So if you're in a conflict with somebody, it's like she's just asking you to soften it. Does this make sense, Alicia? You say yes. Okay. She's the only one I don't have a tattoo of on me for. Yeah. Even her husband is on me. Yeah. Yeah. She's hard to love. And she understands that. She says that's part of her role. Because I don't know if you have a son yet, Alicia, if you have children. But it's almost like sometimes we have these ancestors, to realize what we don't want to be like. She just really feels like that. So she's just asking you to dilute conflict. Don't hold on to it like I did. She held on to everything. And Heather, you're kind of resonating with this too. Heather, you said that your great grandma was super mean near the end with her Alzheimer's. You feel like you've been pretty bitter lately too. I feel like it's easy to go into, and I don't know if like that generation also like, I feel like their lives are way harder. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I just feel like, they couldn't break out of like the norms, like that we can, like it wasn't as easy and as accessible for them to change or transform. So they just kind of held on to everything. So Alicia Marie, yeah, she was talking about your son. Yeah, I have 2 boys. I'm currently pregnant. Definitely been feeling bitter lately. So that makes sense. Husband is newly paralyzed and lots happening. Wow, Alicia. Yeah, she's like, don't let this rob your joy, and don't follow my lead. Like you have the ability to change this and to transform it. So I just feel like she wants to bring in a message of hope for you and of softening, of releasing and surrendering versus holding on and being begrudging. if that makes sense. And there's a couple other people that are like, I feel this. The hair, the necklace, Gemma also can resonate with. Unhealthy coping habits of her life that she disliked very much. Awesome, Jessen. And yeah, let's just send some love to Alicia. Send her, wrap her up in a big, beautiful ball of light here as being pregnant and then your husband going through difficulties. I hope you can just feel that energy. I do believe in collective consciousness. So the Blue Jays feel like hope. The Blue Jays feel like encouragement. Oh, there's another scammer. Brutal. So remember, you guys, what are my rules? I will never message you. I will never ask you for money. I will never friend request you. I will never friend request you. Never friend request you. So please be careful of scammers during this live, after this. So I'm just going to kind of close it here tonight. I've had a big day already, my friends. So good to be back. I'll be back next Wednesday. Hopefully every week my energy will get better and better. If you feel like you want to learn how to read oracle cards, if you've always wondered what to do or how to buy them or that kind of thing, I have a masterclass next Wednesday with Lisa Wong as my special guest. She's an amazing teacher, an amazing intuitive. So it's 1 hour for $22 next Wednesday night if you want to join. But also I want you to use your own abilities here. What is in my mug tonight? What am I drinking? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sweet? Is it sour? What am I drinking tonight? Some people have felt lemon. What am I drinking tonight? What? Nobody, you guys over the intuitive mug? Nobody's guessing anything. Maybe I have to make an incentive. Like I have to do like a little mini reading for you or something for whoever gets it right. Madison says chamomile, cold and bubbly, says Joanne. I mean, Joanne, I kind of was drinking this right in front of you. Hot green tea, OJ. That sounds good, Lydia. Actually, that just made me feel like some orange juice. Ginger tea, chai tea. You feel like it's cold, Stephanie? Chai tea. Love it. Well, okay. And on Instagram, you guys said chamomile tea, peppermint tea. Lemon water, says Crystal. It is cold. It's my old decaf from like this morning. Yum. I didn't have time to get an intuitive mug, so I'm drinking my old cold coffee from this morning. So decaf, a cold decaf. I did not have COVID. I had pneumonia. Gosh, I hope nobody else is getting this. Lime bubbly, Jennifer, I don't know if you saw it, but you guessed it. Like I'm definitely been drinking that tonight. So many blessings tonight, my friends. I'll see you next week. Please stay in touch. Join my free Facebook group, the Wolf Pack, if you want to kind of get some more of my weird memes and stuff like that and know more a little bit more about my workshops. But rest well, and I hope you're all staying healthy. So good to be back, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Many blessings to you. Bye.